He starts off, so I know where to.
Hi. We are the Garden Boys. It's a bad intro. I don't know. What do you want to talk about? We haven't really discussed what we want to talk about.
Today, we're going to talk about a camping trip we went on.
Well, first, you may notice there's only 3 of us in our five-man group. Five-man group.
There are 5 people.
Brandon has an appointment. Tyler is pretty much sick and stuff.
You know, he is sick. Not very much.
We're going to talk about our camping trip.
We went on an adventure.
It's more like a series of disasters.
I really hope they hear the siren, or else that's not going to be funny.
You're
It's not going to be funny no matter what. No one's going to laugh at this.
They'll laugh at you.
You're funny.
Alright, so, what are we again? We will go over this again.
We're the Garden Boys.
We are the Garden Boys, and our goal is to bring a slightly comedic version of the environment to you, so that you will be inspired.
Yep.
To go outdoors.
Mhm.
Where do we
and
go?
participate in all the
Princess
mischief
Place.
that we participate in. These are our adventures and our chronics, our stories.
One from one flew over the cuckoo's nest.
So, recently we went on a camping trip. You could call it that.
To print... What?
He'll be the chronic that gets raped to death.
Wow,
Jesus.
let's not say that R word on our film.
Ripped? What's wrong? What's the R word?
Hey, Mr. Platt.
I'm pretty sure that's all we need for this video. We're done here.
Alright,
Pick that
so,
up later.
we said all the facts in the video, but we went to Princess Place, which is a preserve.
Flagler?
Flagler, yep. Florida.
Flowrider.
Classic rap.
It was bought by a king person kind of thingy. I don't know.
Turkish, Dutch,
Yeah.
immigrant, foreigner.
Oh, that's bad.
They're not American.
Hey, Brad.
That was a joke. That was a total joke.
We were next to the St. John's River. Was
You know that line Mr. Platt put for us? I feel like that got really close if it didn't get above.
We cross our line pretty much every day.
No, we don't.
Oh yeah, you're right. We don't ever.
So, why don't we talk about the trip?
Yeah, okay.
Pros
So
and cons. Cons.
A trip there.
well, let's start from the beginning.
Let's start from the beginning. And
We
the
went-
beginning was with me.
We went to the store.
That wasn't the beginning.
Okay.
The beginning was...
Since the dawn of time.
The beginning was in Genesis. The beginning was at, 12 o'clock when Jared, Ian, and Brendan, and Tyler was sick that weekend so he couldn't go, were going to meet me at my house.
We showed up pretty late.
Because of Jared.
So
What
I'm
was-
sitting
why was I
You were
outside,
eating flapjacks.
12
I was,
o'clock,
and it was really good.
and they were not there.
What was that?
So,
Oh, yeah.
the beginning, no, that was the beginning. The start of the adventure was at like 2 or 3 o'clock when they arrived.
We went shopping.
We went to
spree.
Publix, but we were all crammed in Ian's little car.
That was.
There's
interesting.
footage of that,
We should
yep.
put some of the pictures on.
Insert picture. Picture.
How'd you like
Picture.
that?
Is it fascinating? Insert that one picture from Snapchat
Let's not.
with the little
Indiana Barcy?
I have it.
No, the
I
Vaseline.
don't have Indiana Barcy,
Oh.
but I have the Vaseline.
Oh, yeah, put that. And
Brandon's
Brandon's
holding the torch.
Brandon's torch pictures. Use that.
Alright.
or is
I took some
bacon?
pictures of like the area.
So we'll do that, and
We'll
then
send you all our stuff.
I have them. And
No, I'll send you
we
one.
went to Publix. We bought the food we needed for the weekend.
Went
Went
over
slightly
budget a
over
bit.
budget.
by about $20. Can you not be an animal?
It really wasn't. I mean, it wasn't. We ended up paying. You guys ended up paying like $2 each.
No, we
More
paid
than-
7 each.
Yeah, I expected 20. I told you guys 15.
It's Brandon's bacon.
Brandon's bacon. Yeah, it
Brandon's
was because
turkey
of
bacon.
Brandon's bacon.
That he never ended up eating.
Yes, he
Future
did.
bacon. I have a picture of that bacon.
There's a
We-
story
Well,
for that
he
one.
ended up
We'll
eating
get to there.
something.
So we drove out to Princess Place. It was a little wet and rainy that weekend, which kind of sucked. We'll get to that. Got the campsite. It's
Hey
cool
guys,
setup.
here we are at our second adventure at Princess Place. Yeah.
Let's go to the campsite.
There's 4 of us. Here's our campsite.
I guess they don't really need to see the campsite. They don't really care.
Right by the river so Brandon can fish. Catch nothing.
Let's try.
It's all about the experience.
Brandon, did you buy bait?
No.
No? Yeah.
which probably won't work.
You could use parts of your hot nuts.
Hot dog.
Yeah. But he's hungry, so he got to Maybe we'll get lucky and one of them will die on the trip.
Why would you say that?
It's pretty cool.
What did you say? Maybe
He said
I'll get lucky
real-
and one of you two will die on this trip. Scott filmed it.
Yes, I'm feeling
Yeah.
it.
on camera?
Yes.
I borrowed a big, like 8-person tent from my dad for us to use for the weekend
Because we originally had like 7 people going.
originally there were about 7 people coming, and then I'm the only one apparently who owns a tent in this garden group of boys. Even though there's another Boy Scout, but he just
you
never
told me
owned a
you didn't
tent.
need a tent, so I
Technically,
ended
you're
up
not a Boy
buying it.
Scout.
I'm an Eagle Scout.
Technically, you're not a Boy Scout.
I'm an Eagle Scout.
Hey Scott, are you an Eagle Scout?
He's saying I'm not a Boy Scout. I have to defend myself.
No, I mean you left. You're.
I didn't leave. I'm an adult now.
Do you supervise them?
Yeah, I'm a supervisor.
Can you be honest?
You want to get in on that? Huh? There's a lot of rules with Boy Scouts. It's kind of annoying. Like, oh, now that you're an adult, you can't hang out with your friend alone because he's 17.
That's.
You might rape him. Like, if I was gonna
The
rape him,
R
I would
word.
have done it when I was 17.
Might rip him. What?
What? Rip? Alright, what were we saying?
Shopping.
No,
No,
we
got
had
to the
gotten
campsite.
we set the tent up.
Yep.
And we looked for firewood.
Um.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Insert footage of.
Lots of bleeps.
Yeah. I want to seriously bleep those out.
Bleeping is really hard to do on the video. I'm never gonna do it.
Just make a really loud sound on it.
Alright, it's difficult. It's annoying.
It would add such value to it.
Yeah, you could also add like 3 hours on the night tonight.
Are you
Please,
making a
I'll
video?
go. I'll come
I think so.
over.
You wanna come over?
Let me ask my mom.
I'm not gonna start till 10 o'clock at night, and then
Why?
because that's when I start my. I'll have to start this. I gotta write those IAs for.
Those IA what?
I haven't even
have to
started
finish-
mine.
Yeah, I've got to finish
You're
my IA.
fine. We've got a week to do it.
Yeah, but
I do it tonight. You have the weekend.
it's true.
Do you guys know how to do CMR?
You capture,
Mark it.
you mark it, you recapture. It's crazy.
It seems like a lot of work. Okay.
The battery's gonna die in this camera.
Yep, let's go
Okay,
quick.
so after we set up the tent and everything, it's already getting dark, so we went to set up the fire.
You've seen us being so stupid.
Let's play the fire song.
Alright, well that lighter fluid isn't light. There we go.
There we go. Wow, I thought it'd be like spontaneous.
Yeah, there's some crazy.
That's only
later
if it gets-
fluid.
We didn't really get enough wood, so...
Yeah, actually, we have footage. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
No,
we
we don't.
ended up getting enough wood.
We
After.
didn't. You did.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of what's it? Tinder. Tinder.
I used to have a Tinder.
We know.
Let's not talk about that. Wow.
We don't need to go into that.
Sticks.
What's a small group of sticks called? It's
Nope,
in the
not a
video.
little spot.
We'll get
It's-
to it.
It is indeed in the video. What
Might be
immature
bleeped.
person
Once
said
again,
that,
that's
like
kind of
8
up there by
times.
that line.
We crossed a lot.
No, we didn't.
Okay, we got sticks, fire tricks. I brought my guitar.
Yeah, that was
So there's some
annoying
cool
after 10
videos,
minutes.
explanation of fire, how to start a fire with D cell. Actually, I don't think we went over the D cell battery and
You brought. That's why you brought the Vaseline. It's not the only reason you brought the Vaseline.
Vaseline was how to start it with cotton balls. You put the balls and the Vaseline together, and it makes a good combination.
Really? We're seniors.
And the guy.
Oh yeah, yeah. Look who's talking, Mr. Pick and Cotton.
Racism isn't immature.
All right, where did we get racism from balls and cotton?
Wait, where's the page? Pass me a box, man.
All right, ready.
It's been recording for 10 seconds.
Hey guys. Alright, so we're gonna show you some cool fire tricks. Can you hear me? Hopefully. We'll find out.
Should I just pause it and see?
No, that's alright. We'll see. Alright, so the first one we're gonna show you is how to create a tinder that makes it easier to start a fire. So when you start a fire, obviously you need the wood, but to get the wood to light, it's easy to have a man-made substance that stays lit underneath it long enough for the wood itself to catch. So the one I found to work best is a cotton ball and Vaseline together. It lights really easily. And that's something you want. You want something that lights really easily, that way you can use a spark for it. But the problem is that it burns really quickly, so it's not good if it's just cotton. Vaseline doesn't light easily, but it burns long. So if you combine the two, then you get a perfect combination. So what I'm going to show you is how to light this. So what we have is a cotton and Vaseline around it, and I'm going to use a striker. And if you don't have matches or something, the easiest thing to use, or the best thing, or something you'll see is common, is a striker. So this bar is, I don't even know what type of metal it is. Flint? No, that's a rock. It strikes. So when you strike it, it makes sparks. A lot of times they come with magnesium as well, so it'll be a bar of whatever it's called, I'm sorry, and then magnesium, and magnesium lights really easily. So this is a striker, and what you do basically is you just take a knife, and you put it on the back of the knife, and you hold it at a 45-degree angle, and you strike, and it makes spark. And just you want to make sure that if you're doing it in a real-world scenario, you take the striker, and a lot of people like to push the knife forward. That's not good because usually you'll have your tinder set in front of you, so you want to pull the striker back. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my cotton ball, I'm going to take the cotton part, and I'm going to spread it out really well because a lot of surface area, a lot of light surface area makes the strikes go a lot better. Alright, so I'm going to spread it out really well. Just like so. And then I'm going to put it under my pretend tinder.
Pretender? Ah!
Like that, something like that. And I'm going to spread it out.
No one will laugh at that. The class will awkwardly stare.
Someone laugh. Someone laugh.
Shut down.
Alright, now I'm going to take my striker. There's Vaseline on there. I'm going to take my knife. Hopefully I'm going to get this on the first strike to impress all the ladies in the class.
Well,
Just
yes,
kidding.
because
So here we go.
like he can light a fire.
He
Oh
can
man,
light a cotton ball.
stuff.
Here we go.
Strike one.
Man.
Ha!
That was actually pretty clever. I'll give it to you.
There we go.
Here you go.
Third strike.
You're out.
Third strikes.
So that lights quickly,
See what you did there.
and then it'll stay lit for a while. So if I was making a real fire, this is when I'd put sticks above it.
Should we
And do that.
should we put it in the actual fire pit?
Why would it matter?
Because that's the fire
I mean,
pit.
if you want to pick that thing up, go ahead and have fun. It's kind
Yeah.
of on fire, in case you didn't notice.
Fire. Really? It's quite a fire. Did you like to throw the knife down?
Anyway,
I don't know if we can show this.
We can.
we're filming one time and
This
we're
is
stopping.
one
and
take,
we're done.
unlike the other video,
Yeah,
this
we're
is
not gonna
one
do a bunch of takes.
take.
I'm not feeling it. I don't think
That's 'cause
anybody
it's so
else
small.
cares. How does that work?
I don't know.
I'm not gonna explain in
Explain
depth on
Explain
the
it.
video.
No. We go in, please.
I'm sorry. Speak up. I can't really hear you.
I feel like you've been in
La,
this situation
la, la, la,
before.
la.
Oh, come on. There,
You're just
there.
looking like a fool in front of our class right now.
That's cool.
I mean,
Jerry's used to that.
I am. I am.
Okay, we gotta get back. Should we go back to getting into the tent?
We spent the night in the tent. It rained really
Oh,
hard
and
that
Brandon
night.
played with the fire. That was kind of fun. We got beans.
He threw a fire log
I have
on
footage
my
of
leg.
it.
Quick, push him over. I will push him
I'm
over.
not even that hungry.
I will push him over.
I didn't want this many.
You'd rather
I didn't want this many. It was an accident. I honestly don't want that many. Honestly, I was about to kick it in.
Why would you do that?
The beans are spilling. The
Brandon,
beans is cracking.
you're gonna go to the bathroom. So what?
Holy shit, look how many beans are over here.
I'm gonna try these.
That's
Give
like
me a spoon.
4
Stomachs
You
worth.
literally took the entire bowl.
Or a fork. I don't
Use a
care.
fork. No. The plate's cracking under the weight.
Beans were good. We wanted to make hot chocolate in the morning, but we didn't have a pot, so we bought a big thing of beans and then used it as the pot for. We took the beans out
That was really good. Hot
and then used
It was
it to make
really
the hot
good.
chocolate. Trick on making hot chocolate: use chocolate like white
special?
chocolate, not water. With the
Use
mix.
white chocolate.
Yes.
white chocolate.
White chocolate, white milk. excuse me.
I'm like,
no.
what was our budget again?
How to make chocolate or hot chocolate? Milk, cocoa packet, not water and cocoa packet. Milk.
I don't think anyone makes it with water. I make it with milk and it
For
tastes
real?
sucky.
I used to always make it with water. And I was learning.
Anyways, it rained during the entire night.
It poured.
And we didn't really cover the top of the tent all that well. And
It's like a tent from the 90s.
we woke up
Thanks
to
for telling
a
us that
lot of puddles
now. We didn't
inside
even
the
know
tent.
Um,
Everywhere. There
Yeah,
was
I've
water
heard
Can I
everywhere.
tell you the
So,
funny
yeah.
for me about that though? That night though, I pretty much I woke up a couple times in the middle of the night, but I could pretty much sleep the whole way. It wasn't till about 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning I woke up, and I was sleeping kind of closer to the inside next to Ian, like on the inside though, and I woke up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I looked around, and I was totally dry. I didn't realize that it rained.
I
knew it
woke up
rained.
in a puddle.
I didn't know it had leaked. And I looked down and I see Ian's sleeping bag in a puddle, and I was like, oh man, I wonder if they know it got wet inside here. And I assumed it was just that little puddle, and so I moved his sleeping bag out of the puddle. But then I woke up, everyone else woke up, and they were like, I've been drenched all night. And I'm like, oh, I'm dry all night.
I thought you were gonna talk about Jared shaving.
Oh, right.
We
Oh,
didn't shave.
no, not that.
But when Jared woke up and he's like, "Don't
That's
shave
you-
me."
that's you. Brandon told us the story. Jared used to have.
Stop.
What?
Jared did No Shave November. And
You probably all remember that.
Yeah, you.
if you're in our class, you know what it was. It was.
Grossness of my face.
So, but we told him he needed to shave it. He's like, I'm not going to shave it. And I was like, all right, I'll shave it for you when you go to sleep at night. And so we had told him we were going to do that beforehand. And so apparently Brandon was awake until like 11, and Jared spontaneously woke up at like 11 or 12 o'clock at night and just goes, Scott, don't shave my beard, or something like that. I don't know what
That's
the
not
exact-
how it happened at all. I remember how
That's
it
how I
happened.
remember it
That's what
happening.
Brandon told
You-
us.
Brandon doesn't lie.
exaggerating.
Ask Mr. Platt. Brandon doesn't lie.
No.
I know we're exaggerating.
Then what did you say? What's
I was asleep.
I know. What did?
I heard him moving, and I thought it was you getting up, and so I woke up, and I'm like, Scott, no! And
Oh, okay.
I said, what is wrong with you? I'm like, oh, I thought you were Scott trying to shave
And
my
a
face.
squirrel. We didn't put our stuff away overnight, so a squirrel ate half our food.
And I tried to
No,
get
it
up to
didn't.
go to the bathroom.
It ate our tortillas.
And
Just
I
the
ended up
tortillas,
trying to
that was
open
it.
the
That's half our
window of
food.
the tent for a solid 30 minutes before I realized that I was opening the window, not the actual door to the tent.
That
Brandon
ruled
watched
us.
the entire time, and he laughed at me the whole time, not telling me that's what I was doing. It was dark. I was tired. I'm kind of embarrassed.
Woke up in the morning, got up, kind of cleaned up a little bit, and then made some breakfast. Ow! So let's talk about the afterthoughts of the camp.
We're not done.
Yeah, we woke
made
up in the
breakfast.
They
morning.
poured on all our stuff. Okay, now we're done.
Raccoons like destroyed everything.
No, just
It was
the
a disaster.
tortilla.
It was a disaster.
Which I'm ready to kill myself over.
Basically everything got wet.
Actually, my phone didn't get wet. It's fine.
My keys got really wet.
Oh no, not your keys.
Scott's making breakfast because Scott's good.
In a Gatorade bottle. I like it.
Almost.
Sausage and hot chocolate.
Oh, you're trying to just do the one. Scott, you want another egg?
See if I can perfect this, getting it through the cap.
If you want, you can get your knife and then cut off the top of the Gatorade bottle.
Yeah, but I want to be able to mix with it.
Our neighbors.
Right here, that's what
My
we-
car.
Yeah. So, yeah.
The tent.
Learning from this experience. Don't camp when it's gonna rain. And don't be stupid.
Still ate it. No, I didn't. I ate one, but it wasn't.
Brandon threw away all
They
of our
threw
forks.
eggs at each other. Scott and Brandon had like egg duels.
Brandon?
2, 3, drop.
So I did.
Yo, what was the deal
Lunch
with
with
that?
a
We had a box
spatula.
of like 60 forks, and he's like, let's just throw these away.
We literally just burned like $20 for that trip. We didn't even use half that stuff.
We were really environmentally unfriendly.
So that's we weren't that.
My car gets like
We
2
cleaned-
miles of the gallon.
We cleaned up
the
all our
campsite,
stuff.
we
We,
just-
left it better than we had it. It was just. So afterthoughts of the camp out, I knew it was going to be a little rough. I mean, I didn't know, but I expected it. So that's why we went on a one-night camp out to somewhere that was only 30 minutes away. So it was a trial run because it was the first time the 4 of us have gone camping together. And I learned some things. Like the first thing is don't use an 8-person tent. Use your little tents, and everyone has to find their own little tent.
I like the big tent.
Yeah, I didn't.
Why?
Because you guys, I had to go home and set it back up and clean it and stuff. It's a buttload of work for me, and I was like, I'm not doing this again. And also, we were a little lackadaisical at nighttime cleaning up.
Lackadaisical.
Lackadaisical.
Whatever, we were lazy
I
at
need some
night.
lackatives.
As a group, we wanted to have more fun than we did actual, like, participate in the thing that you have to do to camp, which is like clean and take care of yourself. We didn't do that. We just kind of joked around the whole time.
No.
So,
Yeah.
which
all
was
in
kind
all,
of
learning
annoying,
experience.
It
honestly,
was a
at
good
some
learning
points.
experience. It
For
was,
when
it
we
was a lot
might
of fun.
actually do the real thing.
I know we are considering a canoe trip in the spring. That's gonna have to be way different.
Nah.
I kind of liked us screwing around the entire time.
I did.
Although you seemed really angry.
Well, it's just because like I had to get the wood at night and then
Yeah, lifting
like
logs. That's
clean
hard.
up. You guys spent 2 hours looking for wood. Came back with
That wasn't my
this
job.
much.
My job was. What was my job?
The tent was made.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Was that it? Seems really short compared to our 18-minute long video last night. Don't stop until we say salutations.
It's 14 minutes long.
That's good.
Yeah, that's fine. So,
Who says salutations?
Why
What,
you
are you
kill
like
yourself?
a 50-year-old British person?
Didn't what's that movie with the talking pig? Charlotte's Web.
Casper.
Doesn't he say salutations?
I don't know. I don't frequently watch
No,
Charlotte's
Casper's a
Web.
ghost. Isn't he?
Casper, yeah, was the dead kid. Sounded really dark.
The dead kid. So yeah, camping trip was fun.
It's a learning experience.
It was an interesting time. Our neighbors at the campsite hated us.
We don't know
They
that.
didn't even.
I still think we should have introduced ourselves.
Why?
Why?
Hey, there's another group of random people. Why don't we go?
They'll be next to us for 12 hours and then they'll be gone.
They were old and they were a family.
Were they?
Yeah.
Stalker? I didn't even know that much about them.
I'm sorry. I looked at them.
Ian's guitar got all wet.
Oh,
That was
Was
funny.
it bad?
No, I wiped it clean. I used all my clean laundry to wipe it down. It was worth it. So I wore dirty clothes the day after.
That's disgusting. Now we could smell you.
I drove you home.
Yeah, and I was trapped in the backseat covered in crap. I
Do
had
we
this
have footage
guitar
of that?
case on me, like a million.
We were all covered in crap.
Scott, my spot on the way there
the
and
way
back
there was-
had more than
I thought the way there
Brandon
was
literally had nothing in his lap.
everything on
Pile
top.
of stuff.
There'll be a picture somewhere on the video showing all that.
Yep, yep. Is that it?
I think we're good.
Okay.